mandatory vasectomies for baby boys. Yeah, I said it. And if that made you flinch, good. You won't want to miss part 2 either. Trust me. You want to solve half of society's problems? Start there. Because here's the truth. Men don't want to wear condoms. They don't want accountability. They want raw. And when the baby comes, they say, oh, it's not my problem. So fine. Mandatory vasectomies. Problem solved. Abortions, they would drop overnight. Date rape pregnancies, gone. Single motherhood, cut in half. Generational trauma, reduced. And crime would plummet. Because fatherless homes are the #1 pipeline to gangs, violence, and prison. Fix the fathers, fix the future. This one move would take women out of survival mode, kids out of poverty, and society out of chaos. And the only ones mad would be the ones that never wanted accountability in the first place. So yeah, call it savage. But if we snip the problem at the root, we'd finally see what society looks like when women aren't carrying it all.
Do y'all see this loony bird here? Now, who do you all think she's talking to? Do you think she's talking to other white women, Asian women, Hispanic women? Now, obviously, there are women, white women, Hispanic women, Asian women who might fit the bill that she's talking about. But everything I just heard this witch say sounded like what I hear in the Black sisterhood echo chamber. White feminists managed to dupe Black women back in the 60s, maybe late 50s into the 60s, to give up their rightful place as a wife and being covered and protected by a husband. Black women took that foolishness and ran with it like it was the best thing since sliced bread. White feminists would get on their platforms to talk about down with the patriarchy, how men are not needed, and they will march their behinds home to a husband or a lesbian lover. Either way, heterosexual women should not be listening to feminist women. I read some of the comments from the people who are reacting to this loony bird, and I saw at least one comment from a Black woman stating, y'all missing her whole point. This is a dog whistle to Black women. Black women are going to be the ones that's going to try to take this and run with it. When that 4B movement foolishness came out, it was Black women. We need to apply this to our lives. Not once did this wench mention accountability for women. Let me tell y'all what feminists did in case you don't know. Feminists told women you could be promiscuous, take the pill to get rid of the baby, delete the baby. And what that did was it made men stand back and say, oh, then you don't need my protection and covering then. I remember this minister many moons ago, and I was still a teenager, so I didn't understand, but I do now. When he was talking about women being liberated, he said the only people that got liberated were men. Women decided to step away from their covering and protection under a husband. These white feminists who I said, they tell, see, Black women are so easily deceived. It's mind blowing to me. The amount of Black women that's going to be like, yes, sister, yeah, because these men, they don't be trying to take care of their kids and blah, blah, blah. When y'all tricks, this has me pissed off. When y'all tricks be out here opening your legs to every Tom, Dick, and Harry, Pookie, Ray, man that y'all can, talking about my body, my choice. You ain't finna tell me what I can do with my body. Men are going to use a whore. It's up to a woman to have decorum and propriety. You are supposed to protect your body. Y'all want to be out here being whores and tricks, and you still expect men to just come galloping through to save you. Now, somewhere in this video, this woman said that she loves her son-in-law and her grandsons Did she advocate for them to be sterile? This message is for the Black community. And this is what ticks me off with my community, because we don't have foresight. Just like that reaction video I did to Obama saying that young heterosexual males need a gay mentor. You got to read between the lines with these people. I see now how and why Eve was deceived in the Garden of Eden. Feminism is Satan and Black women are Eve. Black women, in my opinion, are so desperate to belong to something. They shoot down everything that would give them a place in life and society. Being a wife, being a wife to a husband. But Black women will embrace single motherhood, being promiscuous, being a career woman, all of those things that's not going to give them the settled in life feeling that they yearn for. That's not how I wanted to word it. And then what happens when they get post-wall? Then they want to circle back to the very thing that they should have been cultivating when they were 23, 25, even 28, right after college or during college. What this woman said sickens me, because this is what I've said about feminism before. Feminists want men to remain the same, be the protector, the provider, the coverer, while women get to say, we don't need men. I'm strong and independent. My children don't need a father in their life. I'm the mom and the dad. This woman is Margaret Sanger 2.0. And Black women are not going to be able to see that. I saw a message on somebody's TikTok or something months ago, and I was going to address it. And it was this white woman that said, and it's always white women, what can we do to help the Black community? We don't want your help. This white woman right here, this is how a lot of them feel. They think that they're helping when they're further destroying the Black community, and Black women are going to let them do it. Like I said, the first part of feminism got the husbands out the home, then, welfare. And more recently, they're duping Black women. Healthcare is a woman's right. They're talking about deleting your babies. And the ones of you who were so upset about Kamala Harris losing, Kamala Harris will push this for the Black community. How come y'all don't see that they're trying to destroy us from within? Yeah, she might be so-called talking to white women and women of other races, but white women and women of other races don't have the issue within their culture that the Black woman does. The Black woman fights against marriage and the nuclear family, which leads us to a place of raising kids alone. And y'all know I'm not talking about me. When will we as women open our eyes as a collective? Some of us can see the okie doke. This is the okie doke. They want Black men to be sterile so they can lessen the Black community even more. And Black women won't see that. As I say oftentimes on my channel, for you all to get the type of lifestyles that you're asking for, the soft life and protection from a husband or from a man, you need to get married. The nuclear family is what will help build up the Black community. We as women were not made to do this alone. I remember, and I've said this on my channel before, 20 years ago, before I was even married, I was telling Black women marriage is the way to go. And it was Black women who was fighting me every step of the way, calling me, pick me, and all kinds of other names. What this witch just said is the exact same thing that black witches be telling me online and have been telling me for years. Y'all are the ones that fought against having a husband. You all do that. And now y'all about to take what this woman is saying and start sterilizing your black sons. Y'all are the ones that hate the black community, and you try to project it on to black men. The only black men who I would say hate the black community would be the ones who are still attached at y'all's teats, y'all son husbands, these beta males that's in the Democratic Party with y'all. Y'all don't want the black men that's going to actually lead the black community out of this. Y'all don't want it. And, I'm riled up, but I think if we start to look at this as spiritual blindness, it's easier to understand. A lot of people in our community are simply spiritually blinded, and they don't have foresight to see when we are being lied to and led astray. That's my topic for today.